Welcome, everyone. This is Glenda Dawson, and you're watching Channel Messages. We bring this to you every single week, where we channel messages, usually with coordinates, to go to different places to try to get yourself, you who's watching, or any one of us to ignite a memory of who we truly are, what our gifts truly are, what our path is. Sometimes we're here, we're just going day to day, and our path is there in front of us, but we forget that that's our path. And we forget what we're meant to do here on earth. So this is one of those situations where the councils, whether it's the Council of Nine, the Council of 12, the Council of Eight, and other various councils of light beings, come to us, speak through us, or they show us. And that is why they give us the coordinates. I do have some members with me today who have agreed to do this, and I am very grateful that they're here with me, because the energy that we produce together as a oneness is greater than the energy I could produce by myself. The collaboration, the unity of human beings, when you are together, you could do anything in life. When you are separate and when you are trying to bring each other down, that's when nothing gets accomplished. Nobody listens to each other. Nobody pays attention to each other. Nobody even breathes a moment so their mouth could be quiet so they could hear what the other person is saying. So with that being said, we welcome anyone else that wishes to do this, who gets called to do this, and just get in touch with me. You could go to my website and just hit the contact button right there, glendasmagicalcreations.com, or you can find me in almost any social media. Now, if you do look for me in TikTok, the only one that is true, it's Glenda's Magical Creations or Glenda Dawson 16. I seem to be very popular lately, and there seems to be a lot of clones of me. And I don't really care, but I feel sorry for the people that they contact and make false promises, take your money. And I hope that, you are smart enough from this point on that now you're aware that you ask for a video conference if it is whoever it is, if you think it's me. Whether but remember, I would have to schedule one. It couldn't just be at any moment. I would schedule it because my schedule is a little tight right now. So just take nice deep breaths, close your eyes, and set the intention that you're going to go wherever we go. And with the coordinates that we give you, if you don't know how to travel, it's okay. Just like I said, set the intention to travel wherever it is we go. and let those places ignite what you need to get ignited, and see your purpose and your own messages come alive before you. Now I open the floor to any members that are here, and if they have received coordinates at any time, you're more than welcome to share.
I've got coordinates 10, 13, 46, 2, 1. 10, 13, 46, 2, 1.
Thank you.
I've got 31473.
Okay. We're going to the first one, and then we're going to use the second coordinates while we're there. So Leaf, if you can repeat them once we get to the first set of coordinates. Take a nice deep breath. And I am in the middle of what they call the Seven Sisters. That's what I see. So with that, Jazz, do you agree?
Yeah, I do. Not quite as I first envisioned. The reason I say that is the initial image I got was of a like a spring, but going down into Mother Gaia, down, and there's a cave under there. And you would think that, there's no light, but there is a it's like a sub galaxy, if you will. And that's where we are.
Where you
Seven
see it.
Sisters is where we are within that
I know.
Turanian thing.
All right, now we're in front of the Seven Sisters. Leave, repeat the other coordinates so we could get to where we're supposed to get to.
31473. That's 31473.
Okay, thank you. All right. So it appears that we're going to the middle planet out of the seven.
Electra.
Yes. Okay. Oh, and they're being funny today. I'm seeing guitars, and I'm seeing the color electro blue, and I'm seeing anything that kind of resembles any of that word, which is extremely, they're trying to just be funny today. All right. All right, so now that I am there, at least for me, this is what I say. I see a place that is not completely barren. It does have its little sections of no growth, but I call that more like the walkway, kind of where there has been so much traffic there that nothing grows. And like here on Earth, where you go into certain places in the woods and stuff like that, you kind of see the sections or the way that people usually travel, because that's the one where there's hardly any growth. So I'm seeing that. But the plants are not exactly, vegetation is not exactly the same as here on Earth. But for them, it's very lush and very sparkly. It's a terrible word to say, but it's really, really brilliant, the colors and magnified, and you feel that energy just from what we would call vegetation. I'm sure they have a different name for it, but it's the only thing I could relate it to. And I am also hearing that this is the place where people are sent to. Their souls are sent to refresh the compassion side of them, to refresh the love and understanding before they incarnate on Earth. Kind of getting booster shots or immunizations before you travel to another country. That's what they're that's what they're telling me. Anybody see or hear anything? I'm being put on pause now.
Where I was initially, this is going to sound really, really weird. I used a pogo stick to get there.
I told you they were being funny today.
Gravity is very what we would kind of think of like as the moon, is very bouncy, very less gravitational pull than what we're used to.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that their levity is that part of the washing away of the grunginess that we've accumulated in the life that we're in, allowing that rejuvenation to happen. So there's great joy and a lot of vibrancy. It's interesting because as we were getting ready, I was seeing council members sitting across from each other kind of in a row, which usually I see them in a circular formation, or at least a semicircle.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was peculiar that they were in a line kind of formation. I think it's representatives from various life ancestry, if that makes any sense.
Makes sense. And I found that peculiar also. Usually they appear like a round table. Kind of like the Knights of the Round Table type of thing. And that's one of the reasons I said they're pretty funny today.
But I also felt an urgency that we get there. They were like, come on, let's go, come on, let's get going here.
Like we're late or something.
Right. You're gonna start the party, go ahead, we'll get there.
No.
But In spite of that energy of intensity and exuberance, there's also a layer of peacefulness about it, which kind of seems like a contradiction to a certain extent, but it's there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So
Go ahead.
I'm walking on the trail, the walkway, whatever you want to see it as. And there is a book on a, what do we call, stone pillar, podium type of thing. And the book opens up when you go near it. So that book is closed until you go near it and only opens to the page that's pertinent to you. I'm being asked that once we're ready to go up one by one, let the book open, take a page out. That page is yours for you to read or take with you as a reminder whenever you need it. So it's a message or a reminder for each one of us, and each one of us needs a message or a reminder that's different. Everybody's in a different place. Everybody's in a different path. We may interact from time to time, but we each have our own path that we were born with or into. It has a spotlight on it. And so, oh, they're saying for me to stay quiet again, and go ahead, Jazz.
The book is anxious to welcome us. While you were speaking, it was flipping open the pages like, come on, like, let's get this party going. And then it would flip the pages, close the book, and then it would open them again. It's kind of jumping around. And I've approached it and it's settled down. And the page that's open to me, the first word is celebration. Second is rejoice. Gently close the book so it's ready for the next person.
Mm-hmm. Leaf, would you like to go or?
Have my pages already.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's good. So now I'm on a walk. Oh, they did apologize for telling me to shut up. Sorry, guys. You know that I have to say stuff. Anyway, so I woke up to the book, opens up. The very first word is the love that you are about to receive is the love you deserve. Those are the words that I see, that I can share. Let's just say that. There are other words, other little statements that I am getting. And like I said, everybody has their own private thing that they have to, that comes to them. but the love that I am about to get is what I deserve. Cool. I'm already getting a lot of love. But if I could get more, why not? I'll accept it. Now I'm closing the, oh, nope. It opened back up. It's flipping pages. Ah. It decided to show me two trails, let's just say. The same page, there's two trails, and I am at the very fork in the road, that very point where the road divides into two different, totally different ways. And it's telling me that no matter which way I go, as long as I do it with good intentions and love, compassion, and empathy, that I will not, it will always, come on, that it will be okay for me either way. I will arrive to where I'm supposed to arrive, where I am meant to be, no matter which road I take, which is nice. And now it's closing the book itself, closes down, and then I don't know if you guys are realizing this, but it's like a cover, a glass cover is coming down slowly and covering it up again. And the light is dimming. So it was there, it was being shown for us to get, or be able to get what we needed to get those pages.
The book is self-renewing, and when you come to that stone artifact again, you may again approach and seek a page that has meaning for you. You will find all kinds of messages there, some specifically for you, some for those you are with on your journey. You can intervene on their behalf and look and see what's there for them.
Mm-hmm.
But the messages are each unique to the need that is present. There is no darkness to be seen, because each path, whether, like you said, there's two forks in the road, each path will lead you successfully to where you need to be. And it may be different than what you anticipate. That's why there's often two or more paths. Some will find encouragement.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When they come, may surrender, and one path will be highlighted stronger than the other.
Yes.
It's an interesting artifact.
Very interesting. And I don't know if you noticed, but when I walked up to it, it was closed and it had my name on it, engraved on the outside. Then it opened up to whatever page it wanted to show me. But each one of you, like Jazz, when you walked up to it, I saw your name. And once you closed it because you already got your page or your pages, closed it, the name it just disappeared.
I think that's one of the reasons it was kind of jumping and excited, because there were so many opportunities for people to look and to see for their own journeys.
Right.
So whoever is listening will have had that opportunity.
And even if you're not listening or watching this on Sunday night and you watch it on Wednesday, it will still work for you. It's whenever we have the opportunity to go to travel. It is.
Seeing a rabbit-like creature kind of jumping down the worn pathway. And it's kind of leading us to a pyramid-like structure. And it's kind of beckoning us to follow it and approach.
Now, the interesting part that I see is that it's going, once it goes into the pyramid, it's going down. I'm going to say pyramid because that's the only thing I can think of. It's going down instead of going straight or into the thing. It's like steps going down or just the ramp kind of. So we're being taken even further deeper into this dimension. Lack of wording.
I'm seeing rooms off to the side at various levels. They're not formal levels as room after room after room, kind of thing, but there's a room over here, and that's one level. And then a little further down, there's another room off to the side, like burrows almost. That's kind of what I'm.
Yes. I'm experiencing the same thing.
One of the rooms has a lot of books in it. People are being welcomed to catch up on their reading there. If you've been looking for a book of ancestors, a book of spiritual growth, whatever it may be, you will find good reading in that room that will fit your question.
It's basically a library about anything, although it appears not to be very big. You just basically
What
set
we-
the intention, but you could find everything.
Yeah, what we see is a relatively small space,
Mm-hmm.
but there are dimensions and facets to it that
Mm-hmm.
unveil itself as is appropriate.
Mm-hmm. So, for me, for the heck of it, I just went in there and said, okay, I want a book on Sirius. And it's funny, it appeared in a basket and it's going around like dry cleaning place that has those racks that you just keep going around. And once the book was in the basket, hit right in front of me, the basket lowered itself. I took out the book and it went back up. Okay. Very interesting. And this is definitely a book I have never seen before. From what I could see, the pages are very, very original. Let's just say that. And the book cover is definitely a older, very profound book. Go ahead, Jess.
Some images that kind of are popping out at me are resemble light language type script.
Mm-hmm.
It's certainly not written in a cohesive language that would be readily recognizable.
Mm-hmm.
And the people who are from Sirius would be able to understand what's in that book.
Mm-hmm. And also there appears to be ancient Sumerian in between the other words that I cannot decipher completely yet. But kind of like a subtitle. Here's the regular light language kind of, and then there's the Sumerian, ancient Sumerian there. And don't ask me how I know ancient Sumerian. I have no idea, but I understand every word it's saying. Ah. Hmm. And the words that I am seeing the most is human history repeats itself over and over until someone breaks the mold. Fastest, quickest translation I could give here. And to me, it's just letting us know that no matter if things look like it's going to happen again, no matter what it is, that we still have the will and the free will and the ability to change the end result. Even if those steps, 1 to 10, we take the 8th step and it looks like we're going to be heading for the exact same end result, that there's still time. At any point, history can change. There just needs to be the desire. Very interesting book. I'm asking them to just download it so I can read it at a later time. Which is why I probably was getting the ringing. They knew I was going to ask for that. Okay. Now, anything else that you are experiencing, Jazz or Leaf? Good.
Similar book. Not the same one, but still from Syria. And it's saying that if we act and we don't allow ourselves to be passive, a very prolonged period of peace, cooperation, a redistribution of wealth, to be sure, but one where there's equity and everyone is allowed to thrive, can exist. In very, very ancient days, it was not unusual to have thousands of years of one leadership. So it is possible. And if we collectively make that choice, there is relief in the future.
Yes, there is peace in the horizon. Anything you can share, Leaf?
No, not really. I'm not getting
Okay.
much on what you guys are saying.
Okay. We each have our own experiences, you know that.
And there's many little nooks and crannies to explore. So
Yep. Yeah. Well, so I'm seeing now beings going down that ramp, and they're all like going like party, party, party. I told you they were very funny today. They are celebrating. They're celebrating. We finally arrived here. And this is a turning point to be able to understand even furthermore, and it's like a key that is just opened up thousands of new doors. The ability to get here now means that the very future, that there is more hope on the other side, and the light beings have more hope that we are now going to be more in a oneness mode and learn or relearn all of our abilities. Now, I see, which to be completely open and frank, I saw a picture the other day where they supposedly it was of Mars, where there's a structure or base of a structure that looks like a building. a rectangle that looks just like if it was a building at some point. What I am getting is that we're going to see lots of that, more of those. And the only reason we have not seen all of them is because the sand, the red sand, covers it all up. It is like the pyramids that there's so much under it, under the sand, that if they excavated all around, they would see that it goes for many, many, many layers down. They just have not been able to get that done yet. But this is the root of our knowledge. And we are going to start being shown all that history that we have been not privy to before this. And evidence will start to appear more and more of what we already know, that there is existence in many different places of the galaxies. Living beings, whether they are aliens or what people call aliens, or humans or human-like or hybrids or whatever it is. Some can only exist in places like Mars where there isn't the gravity, there isn't the lack of, that there isn't so much density in the air. And lack of wording, air, atmosphere. But our vessel is made specifically for this, for Earth. Their physical vessel is made for other atmospheres, other planets, other galaxies, other universes, even other dimensions. But we will start to see more and more. And I am hearing that contact, physical contact, that people will see with their own eyes is going to happen when we least expect it. Very shortly. They're not giving me a date or time or anything like that, but their intentions is to finally start to show themselves to everyone.
I'm seeing an eye. It's the shape of the eye, just the like the outer shape, and then there's just black. And the doesn't have an eyelid per se. There's just golden rays creating the outer shape of the eye. The only thing I'm getting is it's a divine presence.
Yes. The all-seeing eye of God.
Mhm. Yes.
Thank you for sharing. Jazz?
As you've been speaking, I've been kind of looking at some of the other rooms. As some of them are crystallined, some of them very definitely have frequencies that elevate around you, so raising yours. There's a room where a sound bath is going on. In another niche, there are an entryway to woods and waterfalls. So this is truly a very unique environment.
Mhm.
And the door is open for us to be able to investigate it anytime we feel drawn to it. And they're giving each person a special key or entry pass. Is probably a better descriptor.
Mhm.
And they're placing it within each of our hands so that we can always access it in case you should forget the codes or not have the codes, whatever. That entry pass will allow you to get to this place.
Mm. Now, as humans, they are saying that our time is coming up. They don't want to hold us in this atmosphere for too long. So they're basically pushing us out, sending us back up.
Conga line is going back up.
Yep, exactly it. Sending us back up.
Glad to see you come, glad to see you go.
And now I'm going to take us down to our own particular zero, where that's where we are equal and balanced. And then there's 4. Then there's 3. Take 3 nice, long, deep breaths. And as you're doing that, say to yourself, love, compassion, empathy. 2, abundance, my needs met, I deserve. 1, I am, I am, I am. And 0. Take another long deep breath and open your eyes and come back. We want to say thank you to everyone. We want to, again, offer the opportunity if you feel the calling, if you want to try this, traveling with us. The more the merrier. You do not have to use your real name. You don't even have to appear in camera. I'll do all the dirty work. Joking. Just know that we love you. We send many blessings, and we hope that you get a lot of comfort from these messages. Thank you, Daz. Thank you, Leaf. Namaste, everyone. And we love you. Bye.